addition to the general obligation bonds that were voted on that were approved by the voters, the capital improvement plan includes several projects to be funded through certificates of obligation in the next 5 years. If all the projects are done over the next 5 years, as currently presented to council, the city will incur an additional $66 million in new debt through the certificates of obligation secured by property taxes without voter approval. What is your position on the use of certificates of obligation, and how would you prioritize the projects and why? Thank you very much. Mr. Kamkar?
This is a key difference between me and Mr. Daggett. My view on COs is they're not the answer to our long-term problems. A CO is being advocated because it's a 20-year bond. Nobody has to vote for it. Nobody's accountable to it. And essentially, we're using it as another revenue source. And at the end of the day, the only people who get to pay for it are mom and dad in deciding do they want to live here or move down the road where they don't abuse COs. There's a city in Brazoria County that will remain nameless that they should have used a CO. They had a water pipe that broke. It was a $2 million cost. It was an emergency, and it made a child sick. And they needed to fix it. They know how to do it, and they decided not to use the CO, but they put children in harm's way. Pearland doesn't have that problem. We're just spending money, $66 million over 5 years to go use this. We're using this on TERS projects. We're using this on city projects. Here's a CO that we're using. We're using it on a city hall roof, $945,000, 288 frontage road, $5.6 million, traffic signal upgrades, $450,000. On drainage, which I really care strongly about, we have in our CIP $5 million of the $33 million on COs. That's a planning issue. That's not an emergency issue. We shouldn't be paying for streetlights with COs. I would put, if I'm elected to the city council, more stringent use on that for actual emergencies and not use it as a funnel to get around going to the voters.